Vocalizer being slow. Hi, everyone. Oh, I had it muted somehow. Don't know when I did that, but sure. Y'all having a good day? I can't add punctuation to this song, just stating you're having a good day isn't a question. You are having a good day, chat. Anyways, let me get the game started back up. There's going to be a bit of jank silence for a moment. Here we go. So in the middle of a run, if we want to continue that, or if you want to see me do like a high difficulty run, or whatever. Play is better, don't at me. If you've not seen it, this game is kind of like Slay the Spire, but it has more of a story, and I find the game gameplay to be better than Slay the Spires. This is probably a hot take. But I also like Code Vein's combat a lot, so you know I'm not really afraid of those. Game wasn't exactly intended for 720, so you can see how tiny the text is. Night nah, thank you for stopping by. We'll just continue from where I was at. So you have absolutely minimum context. So basically we are. And you could say the roughhousing kid of a rich family who was kicked out. And now we're back to try and get her inheritance. And so in the process we were trying to get her mother or brother in a gay marriage. Vocalizer butchered that, but you know, that's all the context you need. Thank you for the ribbon change. I am proudly running H Roma deck on here at the moment. Traumas in Smith's basic mechanics, that's the character we're playing. Basically every time you hit the opponent, when you get it up to 10 it'll do double damage it. Yet games and is very low actually. That was because I was last playing Bejeweled, and is very loud. It'd be a shame to not have this game's music play. Because it's pretty German. Alright, we have them on Traumatized. And now Leisure, looking like what I want. I suppose it's pretty German. Maybe. It's kind of just like a very futuristic kind of rock soundtrack in a way, but it's got some other stuff going on. One of the differences in this game compared to say the Slay the Spire that I like is that you gain experience and cards as you use them rather than having to upgrade them. And in fact one of the upgrades for the base cards can actually just destroy the cards so you can thin your deck easier. Smith is mostly powered by drinking and anger though. What nationality is the composer actually? Canadian. That makes sense for Clay. I want one of these. There's 3 main characters in this game you can play, and they have entirely different storylines. Smith is the last character you unlock. His is kind of a really long endurance trial. There's lots and lots of minor conflicts that go on in his compared to other ones. Spy is basically a gold digger. The plan is that we're supposed to murder Tugger once he's married, but I'm going to keep the gay marriage intact by not killing my brother. Because you know, that's the fun thing to do. You can accidentally do a lot of bad things in this game. Teenage Eggs Colonist. I heard good things about it, but you know I have never played it. I'll keep it in mind. I mean, I do not mind recommendations at all. You give me recommendations, I will play them. Oh, another thing that's different in Griffins is every character has a relationship. If it's maxed out and you get a buff, if it's minimized like at the minimum, you get a negative. Hey, I mean you mentioned gender slider. I'm into that because that implies that it is not a binary. I'm always down for non-binary representation. I love nausea for it. I also just like roll deduction games. 3. I suppose the relationship you can think of it is like the relics he would get, although there is the graphs that are kind of like the relics too.
Mititona, Patulki,
Kepiekjol,
Kasalosha, Tutatie,
Jomesa,
Tiltakeka, Gonapasita,
Talsokoto, Jetona,
Tukepemo, Sepun Pieshua,
Kapusuku,
Tenatuakosi,
I have invested it, and small business I have no idea if this will be of any benefit.
Kiapipo,
Siahatapa,
Chukapu, Kionapiapa, Takipilshi,
Kokoshe,
Tipiapa, Sakikasa,
Sopetate, Bashalsje,
Hesh, by the way, is the Kohar sea god that people worship in this world.
Tashishil,
Siempoma,
Kenehepipona,
Pansoshoa, Dalosaki, Shiasaka,
Kupelson, Totianata, Kupelson,
Miasashiasu,
Totianata, Kionapiapa,
I'm sorry, Frofa.
Tipiapa,
We're off to Harris Taxonomist. It is in fact a real thing.
Kenehepipona,
Although possibly not in the way that they envision it. Smith's storyline goes pretty deep into that. Dan, we got into a controversy, and I just started stream. Also, I actually said, oh dang, but okay if you wanna swear vocalizer. What are those notes?
Titimasie, Siempoma, Kepiekjol, Sesholme, Zikipe, Sieputi,
So there are negotiations in this game, unfortunately. I am really low on for it, but I'll give it a shot.
Siashiatona, Dikyuhosa, Sopalkutie,
Fence of cards, please.
Papatupe.
I don't even remember if I actually intentionally said that or not in that VOD.
Tina Mundo.
I mean, here's the thing, in private, I actually have kind of a dirty mouth.
Zia Shiatona.
It comes from being a tomboy. Or like edgy and trying to make people think you're cooler than you are.
Shata Piata. Dikyuhosa. Kebakapa. Papatupe.
To be fair, the way that my voice pronounces it is very funny when I do say it.
Zia Shiatona. Papatupe.
I generally only swear when I'm at home.
Alzilso.
Talua keke. Tawashinkyo. Sulatape. Eteme.
Shakunapa.
I'm glad somebody's watching the VOD though.
Cajon. Coasol.
Let's go drink with people to get our resolve back. Kids, we're having to go through a lot of negotiations. I almost missed a few votes and went like an entire week without thinking about exporting them. But I try.
Tansotena.
Tolkelta.
So if someone's watching them, that makes it all worth it.
Panapuvu.
Dalosaki.
Iota soat.
Another penalty of bad relationships, and even good relationships, is that people will help you in combat negotiations as well.
Kuakateshwa. Dikyuhosa. Sopalkutie. Zia Shiatona.
Patokuna.
Go. Go. Thanks, VocAlice her.
Dikyuhosa.
But yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask.
Tina Mundo. Sopalkutie.
Batus Hatio.
I think I know how to fix that bug. It's just gonna take me a while.
Diabanco.
I'm going to have a lot of time in the coming weeks, so I can probably fix it then. I'll probably be off. Cause of it is threading.
Tina Mundo.
Or more so that I'm not keeping things in a good order.
Sia Shiatona. Tapatupe.
So what's happening is that the speech is registering the last end of my sentence as a separate. Separate sentence, just like how that one cut off. And because it's so short, it processes through and synthesizing part much faster.
Tina Mundo.
So it ends up kind of overlapping, and doing what you see. Everything is jank on the back end, trust me.
Sunapota. Takipilshi.
When it comes to card drafts, if you don't pick a certain card for a while, you actually get a money bonus when you do.
Gokoshe.
Sunapota.
A citizen sleeper, the name is familiar.
Sipiaka.
Tepasal.
Jomesa.
Tipiapa.
Panso Shoa. Miyasashiasu.
I do know one game I remembered I had that would be neat to play is like, think it's Murder on the Orient Express or something like that. To really old sort of a mystery game, that's like classically animated. It's okay if you describe it right now, and if you remind me of that, and the colonists, Indians, I'll take a look at them. That is Indians, not Indians. India is cool though. Also, here's this guy.
Tiekatotte.
I like his haircut.
Panzer Bigana.
Sakikasa.
Sepiana.
Pakotiasha.
Tolkelta.
Tiona piapa. Kupelson.
Zikipe.
Diapopos.
Jakunapa. Junkfuture. Bashimu. So Melzena.
Slay the Spire, but instead of horrors beyond your comprehension, it's politics, which is even more terrifying.
Shus hopa.
Shanshoata. Tapatupe. Sopalkutie. Tina Mundo.
Team Dolswana.
These days the luminary, or like very high, ranking in cats.
DQ-hosa.
So we don't want to have to fight them, so putting them on our side will be very nice.
Takia Papo.
Also, I love games have pseudo-language voice acting. It triggers my ukulele so bad those 3.
Sia Shiatona. Tina Mundo.
Sisabu.
Shata Piata. Bakishalsa.
Yeah, it's something I do occasionally. Kanabi Bapa. Nearly something like that. Oh, this is a fun card. Negotiation has 2 sides, there's diplomacy and hostility. I usually run hostility decks.
Totianata.
Shiasaka.
I'm going really hard on renown though, so I'm sticking to that.
Panapuhu.
Siaputia. Dalosaki. Sepiana.
Taki Pilshi.
Yakisamo. Oh, poete.
Tiaminase.
Ansesonetia, Sakapatian.
Sunakan poana, panapuhu.
Tolkelta, Sipiaka.
Getting intimately involved in the cults here.
Ikiuhosa. Sopalkutie. Tapatupe. Tina Mundo. Sia Shiatona.
I mean, why not, I suppose.
Hatyo.
The only reason why I know about Scatman is like an Alice fact story. But I'll give it for free. So way back when I watched really strange things on YouTube,
Sopalkutie.
there was like a video that was random sound edits over cutscenes in Twilight Princess. And like this is what the kinds of stuff 11-year-old me watched when it wasn't man, it was wild Minecraft or Yogscast. But one of them had a Pana doing Scatman. So yay! That's the only way I know if it's its existence.
Ikiuhosa.
I have not found a single renown during this fight. What is this? Oh, that's not great, okay.
Sisosena.
Yup, the horse of Hana.
Gankanu Kapuna. Sia Shiatona.
Alright, but time to use this. Eh.
Sopalkutie.
It was specifically the cutscene that plays when you blow the whistle grass to summon an opponent.
Ikiuhosa.
It's like a scene of her riding in like winning. But they replaced it with Scatman.
Tina Mundo.
I did hear about that movie.
Shontal Ketje. Sia Shiatona.
I don't really know how much interest I have in actually watching it.
Zikipe.
That said, I wish they did actually pick Hunter Stoffer. I think her name is for Zelda.
Shakunapa.
Because people were being really dumb like that on the internet at the time.
Tosakashe.
Sakaput, piana patul, patapopia, mopapo, tenasosa,
Miyasashiasu. Sia hatapa.
tasi senashu, telsakopana,
Pashalsye.
pakishona, coatiote,
NPShi.
kulsoanso,
NPShi.
keshupe, peshipeke,
Kokoshe. Sepiana.
pashulkan, tipiapa, palpoasu,
Pushasi.
polkena,
Pepoasio. Shesol pato.
kasiontal, shalpopia.
A right time to beat up some cultists. Who are technically perfectly fine legal and legitimate religion. They are in fact the only will that religion outside of the other one. The other one is one that worships the primordial ooze that actually shapes this planet that nobody realizes what it is. I can say on the terms of Legend of Zelda, I am still fully open to doing like a watch night for the old to show. I mean, it is worth mentioning that the ooze literally has the power to reshape the entire planet. This is a tricky spot we're in. Kuna eyes are kinda destroying me here. It's this card is causing me the problems. Really wish that. I didn't have it in hand right now. Oh, that's fun. This is a lot of damage. Okay, she is gonna hit a lot. I can dodge one hit if I can put her on feet. Wounded enemies will panic and stop fighting for a few turns. Problem is I don't think I can do anything to stop the other guy, outside of the evasion that I have. You're going to have to give me a little bit to think here. It might just be 6 in general, and okay, the evasion will keep us alive for one turn. Spent the best we can do. And are all for accusing me again. If I get a defense off, this will the help. Not really. I think between that and impair, we can cut down the damage some. Luminary, you're not doing that much. We have enough moxie to survive this. Moxie is the up region. Okay, this will solve some things. Ah, goodness. Okay, we really did a rush down the last remaining person here. For bonus damage, I can go in on this. I might have to. If it's not an alpha, it'll probably kill us. Number in the upper left represents the actions, yes. Why are you all accusing me? Please attack the other person. Okay. I can stun you. If it wasn't for the Kun Iron Hands, I would be able to take this attack this turn, but I can't now. So we're just going to have to deal with a murder happening. Wasn't as though we don't take penalties for it. A Traumatized does a lot with multi-hit attacks. Oops. Oh no, we got credit for Isolate, killing that one other person too. Holy heck, best viewers. Sorry dog, sorry for Alpha. I'm going to replace you with some best viewers. No, I would never would do that. Joe must feed. But thank you, I was expecting to completely lose that one as well. Smith has a habit of being able to pull back from the brink on some things.
Totianata. Sunapota.
Now, these free viewers, we got her some of the best ones I've ever seen.
Taki Pilshi. Kene he pipona.
Well, barely alive.
Cocinatia.
Sia hatapa. Shakunapa. Sikipe.
Tokepun. Topanatiel.
Time to install things in our brain. I'm between scatterbrain or a robustify. But scatterbrain just seems better.
Dalosa.
Ganatico.
Sipiak.
Sutukotia.
Here's the meta progression.
Social.
Desian Paul. Moselpa.
Siaputi. Poshike.
Shakasa.
Hey, I mean, if you think that sounds bad every earlier in the story installed aircraft in my head only to break it intentionally. Also, here is Steven. Steven is the best.
Alcioso. Kepiakiol. Jomesa. Pashalsie. Tiempo ma.
The Steven is merchant for all card removal and selling cards in this one. Just for this road. Sure, you're not biased. I wish I had the money to buy this card. That'd be really good.
So.
But I don't think there's anything there I would like.
Siki.
I'm going to try and get these low-level hostility cards out. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate moments.
Tosaka.
I can go and see if there is a
Coseso. Tashanta.
and none of those graphs are that good. Sometimes the money be like that.
Sipiaka. Sepiana.
Totamape.
Migasashiasu.
Jipashia.
Talco Kase.
This is Sweet Maurice, and his voice is great. I can visit Steven again later, but his stock changes every day, and I am not going to get any more money before the day is over. So I'm better off spending stuff for the boss fight I'm about to go into. This is one of those situations where I just know how this works because I've played this enough.
Kinapalpe, Shakunapa.
Tutanasho.
Kalshi. Kawatan Poeta. Hasul Pashin.
Sitiku. Manasia.
Kisha Tiotu. Voltekia.
Oh no, we've reached the toxic yellowy. Yoi, that is.
Tasapena, Siaputia.
Koshiaka. Kulina Tokol.
Dalosaki, Tolkelta.
Teshuako.
Patu Cesar. Tina Mundo. Tapatupe.
Intimidation, I don't really care about it. So they can break that if they want.
Di Kyuhosa. Kuaka Seshua. Tapatupe. Bereshahu.
And I can open it up for you so you can see it. It creates an argument that is one of like the little like active buffs I have going on the side. All Goon does as it hits enemy argument for 1 damage randomly. This is the upgraded version, it makes 2 of them, and they have some armor to start with every turn.
Shanshoata. Sia Shiatona.
That's because the name is normally just Goon. Mirrored is the name of the upgrade, because it creates 2 of them now. So like you can see here. Everything gets sometimes different names, and they are upgraded so you know generally what they do.
Zopetate.
Itolpa. Sakata. Kitoapap. Tato Ekod.
Pansoshoa.
Totsekyoa. Sasoantu. Sinzasape.
Dossier.
Mutushana.
Latu Patia.
Shudatua.
Sia Hatapa.
Kishahal. Totosuke.
Gazail.
Siponke.
Toshisha. Dalosaki.
Pashapu.
Oshapo. Tomenato.
Okay, this is the boss for getting this time. At the end of every day, you have a big boss to fight. There's always two possibilities. Nine is a robot, so you can't bleed or wound it, and it duplicates your attacks. So this one's a little bit more puzzle-like than the other ones. You generally want to end with a small hit if you can. I think Brits always should do this turn. Odd recognition. I didn't mention the British, but I guess. Luckily I have a stun move, so I can just be mean about this. Number in the middle. At the top is the damage it does. Yeah, this one's going super easy so far. This guy is either very easy or he kind of counters you very hard. Other fight is a 1-on-2. Ah, come on one. Oh, I tried to do something funny there. If you use enough cards, you eventually can't get any more. But a card that removes random debuffs can actually remove that from you soon gains for a turn. Thank you, that one was pretty easy. Higher damage you get to pick the target think target. Give me a decent defense card. And thank you for stopping by. Sleep well. I'll just be hanging out. Gotta get that last quacking. Quack. I don't really know if this card's going to be worth it, because it costs so much. I could maybe do with another hurricane. Just to push the trauma faster. This is an interesting choice. I think this goes off after Moxie, so you don't get the benefits of it. I don't have a lot of defensive cards really. Ones I do have are kind of important, but I think we go for it. We must save the gay relationship. We don't have any real renown at the moment, so we'll just buffer. Yeah, we want money talks gone.
Tina Mundo. Sopa Kutye.
If we can get it gone.
Zia Shotonat.
Te Shubwa.
Tolkelta. Di Kyuhosa. Tapatupe.
Normally I never find money talks to be that dangerous, but I had a run in which has almost lost a negotiation because of it.
Tapatupe.
Molasiena.
Because if you can't pay the money to play the card, you can't play it at all.
Sopa Kutye.
Main, why not? Easy. I'm not sure if there is any graffiti wouldn't want to approve. Risk could be a good combo with Fall Guy. May not really care.
Kemil Shana. Mahalsi. Shiosasil. Sinsukelsia.
Kepiakyol.
Sitamakote.
Tolsakashe.
Kolsaso. Sukyako. Lushelko.
Sagaluame.
Shiasaka.
Pasitake.
Shakunapa.
Tuatape. Saporte. Saporte.
Soa.
Gay marriage has been preserved. Never mind that it's probably Doom Yoi. That's day 2 over. I never know how thick to make a deck. I try to keep them around 20. I've had like a chunkier 40 card deck before. Strangely, it was actually functional. I'm surprised that it was at all.
Kisiasa. Shosiaso.
Anyways, thank you Kevin for sending me more grenades in the mail.
Sipiaka. Tolsepia. Sikipe.
Sakikasa.
Takulsu.
Kitatu. Kupelson. Shupula.
Sadiki.
Kionapiapa.
Siaputia.
Kionapiapa. Sakikasa. Ponapuhu.
Ja Sese.
Kupelson. Kenehe Pipona.
Menpatuna so. Miyasashiasu. Zia Hatapa.
So now we need to consider whether or not we are going to destroy the labor union of uprising, or get in a fight with the military. Military fights really horrid though. Whatever Admiralty, let's go preserve the unions.
Siapoma,
Chukapu,
Workers will have freedom eventually.
Tolkelta, NPShi,
Tashisil,
Miasashiasu,
Takipilshi,
Zikipe,
Totianata, Tipiapa, Sunapota,
Bashalsie, Shakunapa, Sepiana,
Tashisil,
Kokoshe,
Sunapota, Kupelson, Sakikasa,
Jomesa,
Panapuhu, Totianata, Kenehe Pipona,
Kokoshe,
Tipiapa, Takipilshi, Kionapiapa,
Then I
Zipiaka,
picked the wrong option. I think I did. I meant to. I forgot this wasn't like a double agent thing. Oops.
Jomesa,
Sekopesha, Pipotiama,
Siaputia, Dalosaki,
Or we
Sopetate,
can still help them out.
Sushiata,
That's nasty.
Sia Shakona, Patishasa,
Damage is more useful than trying to block. And that's not really that much of an issue, it's 1 damage.
Ikyuhosa, Tatya Papo,
I can just break it though, but I don't want him to get his both.
Sopalkutie,
Banashikapia,
And he got it anyways, thanks were known.
Tapatupe, Tina Mundo,
Idashatia,
A little bit of damage.
Sopalkutie, Tina Mundo, Ikyuhosa, Sia Shatona,
Kazam,
That's a little harsh.
Tapatupe,
Samasinteso,
Chaos theory going crazy. I don't even have anything to play.
Tapatupe,
Off, I guess. Yeah, Scatterbrain was totally the choice. A damaging manipulate card that is weird.
Fansoshoa. Sia hatapa.
Shipiasu.
That's probably a good guard to have.
Tenatua kosi.
Mia sashiasu. Kepia kyol.
Kona pasita.
Dalosaki.
Sipun pias.
Tolkelta.
I apologize, chat. I think we're going to.
Sokotipia.
We're helping the cops, not the labor unions.
Posate.
I did not mean to choose this option.
Zikipa.
I'm at least trying to get them out of this, with no casualties, you know.
Di Kyuhosa. Sia Shiatona.
Probably could have played that earlier, in my hand, but it's whatever.
Sopalkutie. Gankanu Kabuna.
Okay, so.
Tapatupe. Sia Shiatona.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this influencer. That will spawn these, hopefully I can break them.
Di Kyuhosa.
I will brain kill this. Pop that one. Best I can do. I've got a bait on the field that's annoying.
Tinamundo.
Ouch!
Kia Gold Share.
Diagoni. Bubotopa.
For me, the best outcome for that turn we could have gotten.
Tinamundo.
Try to keep from losing any more resolve here. Just tap them with that. Chaos Theory might have been the better choice there. Hey Gale. I hope you haven't been here too long. I've been watching very closely what I've been playing off the chat.
Sopalkutie.
Hey, nicely, you finally got that one done. Also, hey, Weekly Duck already went to sleep.
Yatona.
I told you you could get it done. Always on the grind, set Gale.
Tosakashi. Sipiaka.
I feel like we're getting enough, or no, now that ad hominem might be the choice.
Sumakaso.
Shakunapa.
Shampusha.
Tutatia.
You are welcome to hang out here, Gale, as long as you need to, but do not stay up on my account.
Manashekapia. Idashatia.
Alcioso.
Sakaltunka. Tasishana.
Interesting. I like that. We invested in small business earlier, and we have received dividends.
Chope.
Let's get this lady to stop hating us.
Kenehe pipona.
And then we're off to go intimidate more people trying to start a labor union, unfortunately.
NPSG.
Kupel son.
At least we're getting them out of the way, and not killing them.
Pansoshoa.
I really meant to choose the other job, action check.
Tapatwupe. Tinamundo.
I feel like maybe stalking were known turn 1 might be better. We drew ad hominem. It would have been nice to have.
Tiempoma. Sopalkutie.
Alright, we definitely wanted defense.
Dikyuhosa.
$170.
Diapan.
Isn't that much of a sale? I mean, unless the program's like $400 or something normally.
Diapanko. Patu Cesar. Siashiatona.
How they do pray some of those programs really high.
Tapatwupe. Tinamundo.
Is this at least one of those programs you actually own, or is this like a subscription you still have to keep paying?
Siashiatona.
Shisil.
Okay, that's at least nice.
Totianata.
Sipiaka. Shiasaka.
Taki Pilshi.
Shomesa.
Tiona Piapa. Sunapota.
Enpiashi.
Panapovu. Sakikasa.
Grant's fine spelling is optional. As you can see, Vocalizer doesn't get stuff right on my side anyways. Drop. I just want other types of random stuff. Partially it's my accent, partially it's because I talk fast, and partially it's because I don't talk very loud. This game is about living the life of a freelancer, unlike a Junkfuture planet. They each have their own things you're trying to accomplish. There's 3 main characters. Smith here was kicked out of his family years ago, because he was not the rich boy proper that they wanted.
Pakotiasha.
Sapiape.
Totianata.
Now he's back to try and collect the inheritance he is supposed to receive, and trying to get his way back into the family, or get his revenge, either one. All good. Wheatley stopping by is perfectly fine. 3. Good night.
Sakutu.
Kiapipo.
Tepiolton.
Tashalpa.
Shakunapa. Tolkelta. Papadanasha.
Kosel Porto. Shakishol. Shamihuna.
Pakatati. Tolsies husie. Sekuse. Ansesonetir. Susatekel.
Sepiana.
It's the labor unions.
Tapatupe. Sopalkutie.
How these gays hurt.
Di Cuhosa. Tapatupe. Di Cuhosa.
Sakapatia.
Sia Shiatona.
Going to get some spillover damage there.
Batishasa. Gas Bakapa. Sopalkutie.
Yeah, this guy hurts a lot.
Tina Mundo. Di Cuhosa. Sia Shiatona.
Hopefully, that should be enough defense to keep me going.
Sopal Gutier. Tina Mundo. Kuaka Sechua.
Shia Shantampi, Belina Takol.
Yeah, I know it's generally pretty late for the hack crews, so I don't expect you to stay around at all.
Papa Grupe.
I do appreciate you coming by though when you do. Interesting choice on this one. Think we'll just go for duplication.
Zia Hatapa. De Pal Chantier.
Oh, there's a nice hitting card for us.
Tia Katokte.
Okay, that hurt her. Resolve a lot.
Petro Party.
Tisapo.
Kazamos.
I think I only have enough money to buy a drink for myself. Her on the run.
Mia Sashia.
Shukukua.
Kokoshe.
Tashisil. Panapuhu.
Sopetate.
Tipiapa.
Zikipe.
Takipil. Sunapota. Kenehe pipo.
Zia Hatapa.
Kupelson. Kiona piapa.
Shia Saka.
Technically failed that cleansed.
Zipiaka.
Kenehe pipona. Tipiapa.
Well, you know, I think we got more than enough out of it. So I consider it a success.
Dosakashe.
And now we get to take down the Admiralty.
Sonakul.
Das Yodpa.
Mishokosua.
Pansoshoa.
Sunapota. Kupelson. Kiona piapa.
Siabutia.
Sakikasa. Takipilshi.
Dalosaki.
Alright, there's surely no prep we can do. "20 more minutes to beat one stage." I mean, this is still Arknight's reign. Mean, isn't it like a gotcha? Couldn't you wait like a few days and build up some more supplies and roll over it?
Malboka Sha.
Sikyolkia.
Mia Sashiasu. Sepiana.
Totianata.
Titape.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. Ah! We'll just go on full chaos theory, why not?
Tapatupe.
At this point, let's just go ahead and do this.
Sopalcutie. Tina Mundo.
Te pasa?
Sia Shot.
Not a bad first turn. Absolute chaos.
Tina Mundo.
Ton Cosena?
She's playing everything in her hand. For some reason VocAlice really likes to use feminine pronouns today for everything.
DQ Hosa. Sopalcutie.
Arguments. Oh, I love Smith negotiation sometimes.
Hansen Toka.
This is a good card for us actually.
Shakunapa. Sikipe.
Kasyontal? Talpuakwata? Sunapota?
Peko.
Siatsap? Sakikasa? Kyonapiapa?
Yeah, I have seen only a little bit of Arknights before. Saying let's forget about the amount of money I spent doesn't sound very front of free to play friendly. I'll take your word for it though, I just don't generally play gotchas for very long.
Tolkelta.
Penkopa? Totiolo?
I have played some, I just don't really enjoy the grind that comes with them.
Shalpopia?
I'm also not really into military stuff either. So outside of pretty ladies, Arknights not really my thing.
Selpoto? Potiaso?
Yo, gotcha's kind of got a little better control. Only geisha I've played for any extended time was Reverse 1999. I did play Horse Game too, but I achieved what I wanted, and that was it. Reverse is honestly really cool. I'd like to go back to it. Never played any of the big name gachas though. What's the problem with Horse Game? Like generally, I have no idea. I mean, I'm not that attached to it either, so. I mean, I can see that, yeah, the gameplay it's a certain genre. It's for people who really like trying to optimize builds, I guess. Varied number go up in a very limited scenario of situation. Yeah, I never played the engine. So I have no idea how in-depth that game gets. Horse Game is just a stat-raising sim, and I really like those. But there's really not too much depth into what you're actually doing, kind of a chill game in a way. Oh, that's okay. I think we're just going to do that. Not a bottomless file ashore. Interesting recognition. But yeah, my main thing with gacha is, as I don't like to have to log in and click everything, and then the daily pressure stuff. I hate Lake Road grindy tours.
Sikipe. Tiempo, ma.
I cannot stand them as someone with a
Taki pilshi.
Sia hatapa.
Kene he pipona. Kupel son. Ti piapa.
Kepiek jol.
Tia minase.
Sepiat bashalsje.
To tianata.
Pansosh. Sipiaka.
Panapuhu.
Dalosa. Kokoshe.
Kene he pipona.
Shakunapa. Siabutia.
To tianata.
Yeah, getting rid of the FOMO feeling is one of the best things you can do for yourself.
Dalosa.
Pupotopa.
Sipia.
Saltatun.
Quantity.
Pansoshoa.
Bishuama.
Patishalsa. Sopakutye. Tapatwupe.
Katasho.
See, there's like a thing when it comes to gachas like,
Dikyuhosa. Tina Mundo. Takia Papo.
I don't inherently hate pulling random characters.
Sia Shiatona.
That's pretty fun actually.
Osisha.
There was a Fire Emblem fan game that did this.
Sia Shiatona. Gankanu Kapuna.
But it's like all of like the daily lockdown staff and limited actions per day, and all the things you have to click.
Oeshatsa.
And you have to do this stuff if you want to be playing efficiently.
Tina Mundo. Dikyuhosa.
Did you beat it?
Sopakutye.
Okay. All I saw was the letter. Oh, I had no idea how to interpret that.
Shisil. Tipiapa.
I don't feel like I need any more of these cards.
Usen tonat
Sepiana.
Sunapota. Sakikasa.
Tolsakashe.
Kiona piapa. Kupelson.
the Volkebal, Jalpo Pearson,
Tansotena.
Tolkelta.
Takipilshi.
Shakunapa. Shomesa. Mia Sashiasu. Sikipa. Sia Hatapa.
Oh, this thing. Luckily, we're kind of on the build that counters the sky. This guy reacts very poorly to being hit by multiple attacks, and that's kind of what we focus on. Nicely timed traumatize. This is just better in the situation. Okay, he dodged everything. Why, he can take this. Free power. For a very scuffed start, this run is turning out surprisingly strong. This is going really well. And her fear counselor is really high. Either way, this should be the end of this. That was incredibly easy. Okay, this is actually a hard choice, because this is actually some staff here. Two more to go, nice. I feel like this might honestly be better. Because we do take a lot of negotiation damage. This one has a chance to end stuff fast, if it hits this hard. Only promote amnesties as an expend. I'm going to take it just because stalling in turns, probably not an issue. A lucky welcome on in. It's kind of like Slay the Spire, but not.
Tashi's hill.
Either one of these is really good, but I kind of want this.
Taki pilshi.
Sota pietje. Yo sasio.
Did y'all have a good stream? If y'all need to go ahead and tap out, because it's late, that is perfectly fine. I am always just chilling here. You can hang out, you can lurk, you can do whatever. I do not mind, just thank you for stopping by, I do appreciate it. Night Lucky.
Tolkelta. Sopetate.
Kalsaso.
Our friend Kevin has stopped sending us grenades. It is instead sending us tasers now.
Kelsia.
Siaputia. Sikipa.
Kas,
Pashalsi.
makas, papelsu,
Dalosaki.
kinakiak, monsiakas, lulkutotan.
Shakunapa. Sia hatap. Al seal so.
Méchant cirque. C'est ça qu'elle.
Mia sashias.
Ça t'empire.
Alright, first I gotta put back on our outfit. Not a lot of money in pockets.
Kinsuha.
So we're just going to have to do with whatever we got. I've never seen this event before.
Sepiana. Sipiaka. Mia sashiasu.
I'm going to try and get a pet snail though. We have a pet snail. Let's go.
Kevin Super,
Pansoshoa.
Tacitosa, Supama,
Shakunapa. Sopetate.
Moselpa, Piekipo, Kianake,
Tolkelta.
Sasuatal, Tonasheshu, Patienza, Kokeate,
Sipiaka.
Shakasa,
I think this one's easier to do if you don't bring them with you.
Dalosaki.
Tolsies hus. Keshes holme.
Kepiakiol.
Or we could go ahead and waste amnesty and try and get a bunch of spawn it, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
Hapatupe. Sia Shotona.
Anasopia.
Let's go, Gale. Let's go. I told you you could do it. Go get yourself some sleep, you definitely earned it.
Sopalkutier. Di Kurosa. Hapatupe.
Unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for this.
Anatel Shata.
So I'm just going to kind of get munched here.
Sopalkutier.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Sia Shotona.
That's some damage on the board. Alright, we can do this one first.
Di Kurosa.
Okay, this is look at nasty. Yeah, just barely didn't get through.
Hapatupe.
Not that should be a nice pile of renown.
tous.
21 Yunarang. Unfortunately, when it dies, you lose a lot of
Sopa
that.
routier. Tina Mundo.
So maybe it wasn't the best idea.
Quoi que ce soit. Papa Whooper. Encore papier. Sia Shiatona.
Yeah, that was probably an unnecessary resolve loss.
NPHI. Kokoshe.
C'est tous.
Sia Put.
I don't think I need any of these cars necessarily.
Sepian. Sia Hatapa. Alzioso.
Secuse.
Zikipe. Dalosaki. Sepiana.
Elsima.
Zikipe.
Sakapat.
Bashalsie.
Ancesonetia.
Jomesa. Miyasashiasu.
Kisepapo.
Dolsakashe.
Papirko. Vacantity.
Kepiakiol.
Tiakatote. Colina Takol. Susatekel.
Bashalsie.
Is not really great for us, but
Kokoshe.
Secuse. Ancesonetia.
Dolkelta. Pansoshoa.
Keshesh holme.
easier than probably getting into a fight.
Tiempo ma. Shakunapa. Sipiaka.
Anyways, it's time to go save the world.
Picapo.
Upgrade to negotiation cards. It could be kind of a whiff.
Siaputi.
Tadeki. Kodiase.
I think I might just do the removal because that random bully is still kind of in the way.
Sakakepi Portusi.
It can't really do much.
Sipiaka.
Pizzaco.
Siaputi.
Kodoma Sanaku.
Jomesa. Siahatapa.
Tunasasi. Puposhosa.
Sepian.
Kapu Piot Paponta.
Shakunapa. Zikipe.
Kinakia.
Dalosaki.
Manshia Kashina. Kile Shakona.
NPHI.
Kapu Piot Pan. Mishosyoke. Pisha Mopo.
Alzioso.
Pizza Cope. Papelsu.
Pansoshoa.
Puposhosa. Lukuto Jam.
Miyasashiasu.
Satam.
So we don't even get a chance to rest.
Shakos. Kupiaki. Dolsak. Pushok. Pokopet. Sipiak. Temetu.
Unfortunately, I've never had the money to actually afford him.
Zikipe.
Kene he pipon. Totianata.
Sopetat.
Kiona pia pa.
Potekash. Kolsaso.
Dalosaki. Kokosh.
Shiosasi. Sinsukelsia.
Siaputi. Jomesa.
Sitamakote.
Kodoma. Lukuto.
Miyasashia.
Sakikasa.
Shiasaka.
Susatekel.
Off we go to the endgame with a 5 resolve and pocket.
Sia hatapa.
Keno Sosha.
Sia Sesho.
Akana Pasa.
This is going to be hard. Yeah, you're already starting with enough damage to kill me, thank you. Don't really need the shills at this point.
Patu Sesa.
I need renown like nails, so
Di Kyuhosa. Sopal Kutye. Tina Mundo.
Shapuda Head.
decent start.
Yotona.
The full guy targets. I planted evidence we are screwed.
Tapatupe. Sopal Kutye.
Oh come on Amnesty, you're one turn late. Yeah, that sucks.
Sepian.
Papiako. Sakapatya.
Oh well.
Takunapa. And Yonat.
Alright. We are better set for combat anyways. Alright, there's a hammer guy after us. Turn 1 so. They may want to save the flourish for the final fight, if I can. Scaling. You gotta keep the hammer gaze off there, sir. They're scaling. Alright, this guy in the back's going to be a problem. We're going to lose the bottomless file, but I can't really do anything about that. I've got to, it's fine. Who's hitting me for 23? Alright, I might actually do this. Because this will do stupid amounts of damage. You don't really want to attack random enemies per se. We'll drink first. Alright, let's grab and impair. One surrender. That person's already surrendering, so we're not worried about them. No stun. He's on panic. It's just the dog hanging in there. I want to use Hurricane, but I don't actually want to kill these guys, so I'm wanna let my team handle this. And he got a rock flume. Honestly, Shrewd is probably a good pick.
And so, Usik.
Kasitun.
Yeah, I kind of need resolve.
Kotol du.
Anyways, a duel this guy shouldn't be terribly hard. Looking at my hand, I can probably get some power, and I don't know if I want a predictive blast yet, so I'm going to look for the power. Or they will start with trauma then. We'll save the stun gun, we might need it for the boss fight. This will make him surrender. And we can leave this fight. That could be okay. but I don't think we really need it. I think our deck is about as good as it's going to get. I mean, this said this would be a pretty decent combat card. This is chunky. It's at least pretty chunky. It'd be a good payoff for the traumatized. I'm going to take it.
Sitamako, Chiosas.
Tolkel Bashals.
Nohalsi,
Sepia. Tolsaka. Zikipa.
Anzapikana. Keltitape, Lushanko. Sitamako te.
Siaput. Jakunapa. Kepia. Siahatapa. Alzilso.
Akana paso.
We're going to try the negotiation, but it's looking rough.
Tina Mundo. Tina Mundo.
Etiopa. Sinkels, Yasahul.
That worked.
Matishalsa.
That one's pretty brutal.
Ikyuhosa. Tapadrupe. Sopalkutie. Sia Shiatona.
Kashatu. Sifonke.
Ikyuhosa.
They don't want me to play manipulate.
Ua Podalse.
I can deal with that.
Takia Papo.
Siena.
Tina Mundo. Patu Sesa. Sia Shiatona.
Ergo Caesar.
I should have done that. Well,
Diocesar. Marsupial.
gives us more scatterbrain damage, I guess.
Tapadrupe. Tina Mundo. Sia Shiatona. Ikyuhosa.
Tusuke. Oti Atoame. Kokesh.
Argument storm.
Sopalkutie.
It's going to keep it going.
Gankanu Kapuna.
Tusuke.
Tapadrupe.
Otima.
Tapadrupe.
Kotorwa. Kashatu.
This is actually working out kind of awk.
Tina Mundo.
They all focus
Sia
that.
Shiatona. Tapakutie. Dikyuhosa. Papatupe.
Adore-me.
Pansoshoa. Enviashi. Tiempo.
Pentitape. Tanza picking up.
Zipiaka.
We ended that one with I think more resolve than we entered with.
Dalosaki. Siaputia. Miyasashiasu. Zopetate. Zepiana. Zopetate. Ziahatapa. Pushasi.
Time to resolve things with punching. Sterling Moxie not bad, we want cards. Did that in the wrong order, but it's ok. Oh right, this is power and adrenaline. Are these going to block Moxie now? Ah! 3 turns of no Moxie. And of course Bio Strike draws right then. Still probably the most profitable thing to do with her hand. Mouthwash would be really nice right about now. Of course it draws right there. Think this might work. Okay. To use that, and then double vial. And of course he's back on blocking Moxie again. We want to save the evasive dropkick if we can. Is traumatized. That should be very good. I'm gonna try the stun gun. No stun. Still very high heal. He's not doing anything but prepping again. Yeah, we're looking for Stacker Rumble here. More damage this way, but we could put an impair on him, but I think we go for the damage. Alright, we're in pretty good shape here. Alright, he's attacking first, so we can just dodge it. Yeah, that'll probably be the plan right there. And there we go. That was an incredibly clean run. Outside of like the beginning, I guess. I'll just leave the cards on upgraded, it's funnier.
To say things were different after that would be an understatement. With Vix Molly dead, the cult struggled to interpret the beaching's true meaning. Was it a blessing, a test, or a challenge? The Banquad name brought controversy and doubt to the
Unfortunately,
cult.
we didn't
If
actually
you
get
could
the
challenge
surrender.
Hesh, then maybe so could others. And you didn't do much to dissuade
I
them.
kind of just have shot him.
Building a family has its challenges, but you made do with the resources. Theroux's first marriage didn't work out, and you made him work a bit for permission to have Mullafi's climb up the ranks has been slowed down by your influence in the Banquad family. But it took a while for the pilgrims to clear out, but there hasn't been any sign of the Rollock again. You never saw Ty again, and when you weren't minding the family's affairs, you...
Anyways, that's that. That's interesting. Prestige 4. Anyways, that has been 3 hours, shockingly enough, so that's all for me. Monaco is streaming, so we're going to go that way. We'll try it one time from the Twitch website, and watch it not work. Oh, it works now finally. Alright, good night everyone, thank you for stopping by, lurkers, and everyone who chats, and even if you're wanting the buns, I do appreciate it. Catch you later.